Welcome back to Switcher South Africa. I'm Nicky Nash as always, and today we're taking a bit of a break from the SUV series we currently have going on, whether which SUV I would recommend. So that break brings in the Mercedes-Benz V300d. For those who know me personally and those that follow me on my socials know how much I actually really love this vehicle. So, but before we speak about this vehicle, let's speak about Change Cars. What is Change Cars? Change Cars online platform where you can buy, sell your vehicle, inquire about a vehicle, find out what people think about their opinions on cars. So people blog on the page. My videos also go on Change Cars. So for example, if you want to buy this V300 and you have the V250, inquire at Change Cars and they'll tell you buy it or don't buy it. But for me, honestly, I say buy it. If you have 250, buy the 300. Why not? Status symbol. That's why majority of people own this vehicle. So now speak about the Mercedes-Benz V300. And first things first, I need to speak about the look of the vehicle. The front speaks Mercedes-Benz. The front literally just says I'm a Mercedes-Benz. The back literally as well, you see that's a Mercedes-Benz. It's out there. It looks the part. In terms of being this people mover, the bus as many people call it, this is one of the best looking ones for me personally. The Caravella is also a good looking vehicle. For me personally, this one for me is there at the top. But I've showed you the rear, I've showed you the front with the overlay clips. It's time I speak about the most important thing that many people want to find out about this vehicle is the fit and finish of the interior, what you can do in the interior, how it looks, what it has, what it doesn't have, and then I'll tell you about the drive of the vehicle. But for now, the most important thing, well, for me, I guess, is the inside. Let's hop inside and I'll tell you everything you need to know. Let's get it. So now you join me inside the interior of the Mercedes-Benz V-Class. And number one, as you guys can see, I need to tell you about the color of the seats. Many people don't spec the Mercedes-Benz V-Class in this color, they go for the black. So this is more like a cream color. It looks very beautiful. When you're outside the car, you see that little bit of light inside the vehicle. Obviously, number one is from the roof. The second thing is the color of the seats. So the seats do look good. Obviously, you guys are thinking it's a lot of work in terms of cleaning and maintaining, but honestly, those vehicles on 30,000 Ks, motor journalists have had it. Countless motor journalists have had it. I might be one of the last ones to get this vehicle, but the seats still look very beautiful. So depending on the type of person you are, the color finish here is amazing. Also, what I do like is that the vehicle also has carbon fiber type of effect right here and the rear end of the seats, and then also the roof lining is Alcantara. I like that about the vehicle. And obviously, speaking of roof lining, there's something that is missing on the top, and it's a full roof. So this is a glass roof. Sliding panoramic sunroof, looks very beautiful. What Mercedes-Benz for me personally fails to do, like other brands, is their sunroofs don't open all the way. So as for this one, you can see that it opens halfway. Many other vehicles, if this was a Volkswagen for example, the sunroof would be there at the back. And honestly, that's something that Mercedes-Benz need to improve as well, because the C-Class, the GLB that I have, same thing, something that I don't like, but we'll speak about the things I don't like about this vehicle. But let's focus more on the seats as well. So the seats, as you can see me right now, these seats are facing forward. These seats, you guys know for sure they can face that side. Yes, you can rotate them, face that side. I didn't do that because there was no need for me to do that, and it's a process as well, because those seats, the second row behind the driver and the passenger, is heated and ventilated seats, so heated and cooled seats. The front seats as well, same thing. Memory seats for driver, memory seats for passenger. There's 3 settings, so there's 1, 2, 3 memory seats for both driver and passenger. Here at the back, no memory seats, because why would you need memory seats at the back? But you have heated and ventilated seats. I like that about the vehicle. But let me tell you about the drive of the car, and then for that, unfortunately, I am not going to drive the vehicle because there is honestly no need, because I won't be telling you a mouthful, because literally power-wise, looking at 176 kilowatts, 500 newton meters of torque, and Mercedes-Benz claims a 7.8 to 100, and personally I believe that, because this car has a bit of kick. It has a bit of kick, you can get to that. And Mercedes also claim a top speed of 220, and the way this car goes, that is highly achievable. I'd like to believe that as well. But I'm not saying go and do that and test, or say no, Nikki said it can go to this speed. No, don't do that. It's stick to 120. But the power-wise of this vehicle drives very well, but there is a disconnect between where you'd be sitting in front in terms of the driver and where you'd be sitting here or the third row, for example. So the disconnect is that it's very comfortable up front where the driver and the passenger are, but that comfortability up front is not the same here at the back. There's a bit of a disconnect, so it doesn't feel the same sitting here at the back than sitting there in front. So personally, it's not something I necessarily don't like, but at the same time, Can't really fault it much, but for what it is okay. Something that also is not good in this vehicle is when these seats are facing each other, the leg room over here between the seats is quite is not enough. It's quite, if you're sitting with someone facing you as well, your knees will clash. So it's something that I don't like about the vehicle. And speaking of things I don't like about the vehicle, is that time when I tell you about 3 things that I like and 3 things I don't like about this vehicle. And obviously we're gonna start with the bad. Number 1, it's up front. It's up front. Let's go up front. Let me show you. First thing I don't like about this car. The best things about this vehicle. 3 things I don't like. The first thing I don't like about this vehicle, I am paying 2 million rand for this vehicle, but I still need to do this. I don't like that. That's number 1. Second thing I don't like, tricky, but come I'll show you. And the second thing I don't like about this vehicle is the sunroof. It opens, it looks amazing, but it's open like this much. Honestly, there is still so much space. It can still go back. That's the second thing I don't like. And the third thing I don't like, honestly, it has to be the seats, in terms of how they are not as easy as the Opel Zafira I had on test a couple of months ago to maneuver. But I understand because of the heated and ventilated seat. But honestly, I wish that was easier. And that is the 3 things I don't like about this vehicle. Now, 3 things I like about the car. Right, come on, show you that. That's where the nice part is. I know you can't see me, but 3 things I like about the vehicle. Number 1, obviously, I'm a sucker for such things. It is the automatic doors. That's number 1 that I like about the vehicle, but it's also not just number 1. The whole vehicle itself is honestly the 3 things I like about the car. Honestly, the car looks so beautiful in the specific specification, the seats as well, with the automatic doors, and also this very beautiful table. But those also other vehicles that compete with this thing have tables, but what they don't have is how the fit and finish, how the Alcantara suede roof lining from the front all the way to the back, the glass sunroof that opens, something that I also like about this vehicle. And honestly, just the seats, how the second row is heated and ventilated seats, so that means you can see where your 2 million rand is going. And we're going to speak about the price tag in terms of recommendation. Do I think it's worth the 2 million, or do you see where your 2 million is going? That I think I'll answer in my recommendation. But honestly, the whole vehicle, the fit and finish, honestly, front, back, outside, inside, pagati, engine, gearbox, all those things, just things I like about this vehicle. So moving on to my recommendation, you know how we do it this side. Do I like the car? Would I buy the car? And would I recommend the car? And for that, we need to be standing outside so you guys can see me properly in the full figure, you know. So yeah, let's go outside and I'll tell you all you need to know. So now we're at that point. Do I like the car? Would I buy the car? Would I recommend the car? 1, do I like the car? No, I don't like it. I love it. 2, would I buy the vehicle? Honestly, if I had the money, 100%, I would buy the vehicle. Third thing, would I recommend the vehicle? Honestly, it's all up to you as the buyer. Is it worth the buy for you? For me personally, it is worth the buy, but there's people that will say I won't pay 2 million rand for something like this, where I can save 1 million rand and buy the Opel Zafira Elegance or buy the 500,000 rand cheaper VW Caravella. But personally, my personal recommendation, yes, I would buy this vehicle. But if you came to me and said you're looking for a family mover and all of that, I'll tell you, look, there's the VW Caravella. I haven't driven that, but I've been inside of it, so I know how it is. There's the Opel Zafira Elegance. I've driven that, so you guys click the link in the description box below to see my review. But honestly, paying 2 million rand for this specific vehicle is not logical, if that makes sense, in terms of are you spending your money wisely considering its competitors. You are spending that 2 million rand for what this vehicle is. You're buying it knowing that it's a Mercedes-Benz. You're buying it knowing that it has so many features inside that many other vehicles don't have. For heaven's sake, I have a mini fridge inside. So when you buy this vehicle, you're not buying it saying, I want a V300 and I'm also looking at so and so. You're saying, I want a V300 and nothing else. So personally, I would buy this. Would I look elsewhere? No. Would I tell you to look elsewhere if you came to me and said, I want to buy a V300? Personally, no. So honestly, stick to a V300. If you can't afford a V300, go V250. If you can afford V250, that's when you go elsewhere. Because the standard ones of these vehicles just look, as you people know, poverty spec. So honestly, buy this vehicle or save your money and buy a Opel Zafira or VW Caravella. But personally, this is where my money is going. But I hope you guys are liking the content. It's been a hectic year. There's still a few more reviews coming up, so stay tuned for those. And from South Africa, I'm Nicky Nash. From Vaughan behind the camera, we're signing out. See you in the next one, and that is the Kia Sportage. See you soon.